Test, test, test. Test, okay, so I'm seeing levels. I'm seeing levels on my end. Okay. Let's reinitialize that. Options, music and sounds. Woo! That only took 8 minutes. I would have played the cremation of Sam McGee, but we didn't have audio. Okay. So I was having some trouble with my microphone XLR mic to USB box this morning. And then I was troubleshooting it this afternoon, and it was giving me more trouble, which I thought I solved. And then, when I went to start the stream, nothing. No audio. So, anyway, I'm probably going to be buying a second one of those soon. This was my fallback. I was testing and experimenting with this before my old USB mic died, using it for pinball streams and other craft streams with guests. And I realized when this thing started acting up that I hadn't replaced my fallback. I just moved my fallback up to the primary, and then when it started having problems, I don't have a fallback. So I'm gonna fix that as quickly as I can. Might have to run to the music store tomorrow. So tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. It's always something. Okay. So I've been trying to fix problems. I think I fixed the I turned the output on the laptop down to 720p before feeding it into the Elgato. Do we still have delay issues, like, when I'm talking now with the Elgato on, versus if I turn the Elgato off, deactivate the Elgato. Okay, so I did fix the Elgato sync. I have spent way too much time fighting with technology today. Way too much time. And okay, so in the ruckus, I say that very, very loud pronounced ruckus when we couldn't hear anything. I did not have the chance to set up my screen mirroring with the iPad. So let's go get that set up so I can actually write things. I was like, oh, good. It would be really handy if I could write things right now. But it's just one thing after another here. Okay. So we are now mirroring that. Okay, so now with this, I need to go and app settings, canvas projection on and off. Okay, I need to set the scale to best for high DPI. And now, if I activate the... oh no. Where's the layer for the... here it is. iPad. Okay. Taking down the setting up now sign. Paul Andrasek tips 20 and says, it's looking good, Joe. I've been enjoying watching it come together. Do you miss any of the Empire's peeps? Yeah, I miss Ollie. He was a lot of fun. The thing about the Empire's peeps is they all are so active early in the morning. Like, it didn't actually... them being here didn't actually make a big difference in the nighttime stream, the one that y'all get to enjoy. Ironically, like... so I don't know how much you miss them. But, yeah, no, it was a lot of fun having them all here. Okay. So, the camera account, let's turn that back on. Sorry, normally when I'm setting up the stream, I'm doing all of this stuff instead of just trying to get things going. It's been one of those days. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, so Elgato, activate. So there's the camera account. If I teleport to not Doc, but me, and then turn this around here. Super high-end control scheme. Okay. So, we're going to swing down here into the gap. Into the gap. Fall into the gap, fall into the gap, fall into the gap. Okay. Almost. Yeah, Ollie brought a lot of energy in. Sausage too. You're right. You're right. Okay. Whew. It's always something. Okay. Let me... Okay. Am I still in public meetings? I was trying to test the audio in Discord. I'm still live in Discord. Okay, I've disconnected in Discord. Okay. Woo, we're getting stuff done here. Yeah. So, how was your day? Okay, let's just go. Let's just go. So, what is it? Oh gosh, I feel like the summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how'd it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Just let your mind float downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience. That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight on the HermitCraft server, we have audio, we have video, we are ready to go. Let's bring a little energy into the show because there wasn't any here when I arrived. No, I'm just kidding. I got here. Y'all were talking up a storm in the chat while I was unable to say anything. I got kind of distracted by dealing with all of these hardware sync issues, audio crackling stuff. So the episode is not going to get done and edited tonight. I've made peace with that. You know what that means? That's just an excuse to get further along with getting the blocks in the wall here. Getting things in the wall. Okay, so I am going to have to resynchronize where I am with what I'm looking at. Okay, so if we swing in here on the camera account, we've got a few notable points of interest there that we can then, you know, kind of identify our location off of. This is, okay, I went to reach for my cup and I accidentally got the green duct tape, which you can now see on my headphones here. But, okay, yes. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. So if we are, I think we're directly above this bit right here. Maybe. Yeah, that looks viable to me. So that means we're looking at building this part here next. Yep, that looks right. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So that's there then. Okay. Let's start placing some blocks. The audio just slipped out of sync again. Feels like a processing problem. It's definitely something with the Elgato, because when I turn off the Elgato, it's fine. If people want to make the camera bigger so you can't see how out of sync the audio is, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are 11 away from the next face camera expansion. It's not an issue with the multi-stream service. I think it's an issue with OBS processing this many data sources. So if we turn off the iPad, let's say we turn off the iPad. Let's stop mirroring the iPad entirely. Is that enough to fix the sync? Because like right now we have Photoshop, Elgato, and iPad. So I've turned off iPad, so now we just have 2 things plus Minecraft. The Elgato is what we're getting the camera account through. Okay. It's now fixed on YouTube and Twitch, people are saying. Okay. So you know what? Of the 3, well, it's not just the iPad, because when I turn off the Elgato, it's just all of the things. Compositing all of the things is too much, okay? So we're just going to have one less thing for tonight. One less thing for right now. Okay. Just OBS labels for the screens. No. We've gone too far. I'm not compositing any more labels. No labels. The labels are dead to me. Okay. So, for this next point of interest here, we are going to need some mushroom blocks. It might be a good time to go grab some more of those real quick. So, yeah, we're going to run over there and do that before we actually start working on this too much in earnest. OBS can't handle the Joe Hills difference. Yeah, too many incoming feeds into OBS seems to be the source problem. This computer just can't keep up. Okay. So where are we? Oh, Scar's here. Howdy, Scar. Let's go ahead and make some bone meal. Whoops. What's the iPad for? That's how we were writing on the screen. Oh, that's Fortune. Oh, I don't have the Silk Touch tools with me. Jevin, reading with a party of 135. Howdy, everybody. My name is Joe Hills. I'm broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. We are currently working on the outside of my pinball machine. I've got an image here that I have created using part of the James Webb Space Telescope's deep field photograph it took recently. And as you can see from my camera account up here, we are making that happen. Now, in the short term, I needed to come grab some fancy mushroom blocks for some of the colors, which means I need a Silk Touch tool, which I should have in here somewhere. None of these are Silk Touch. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Now, a bunch of people are like, Joe, why don't you use an axe? Because every time I use an axe, a bunch of mushrooms pop out instead of a bunch of mushroom blocks. We don't have any Silk Touch axes. But, Jev, I hope you had a fantastic stream and that you are having a fantastic evening. Okay. Jonathan Rhodes says, hey, Joe, the pixel art's looking great. Thank you. Yeah, I can actually zoom in and Photoshop a little bit more on the section that we're working on here. And you guys can kind of compare how much we've gotten done and everything. So that is one single photograph from the James Webb Space Telescope. They point the thing at the darkest part of the sky, do a long exposure shot, and take pictures of galaxies just absolutely ludicrous distances away. So yeah, if you go ahead and look up deep field on Wikipedia, you can find all about the first deep field photograph taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. Boy. Have a good night, Jeff. Jen W says, very talented. Looks so good. Thank you. Yeah, I've been artistically kind of going through and interpreting this on the fly myself. I'm not using Lightmatica or any sort of, like, block palette adapter thing. I'm just zooming in Photoshop and placing blocks. And it's been going pretty well for me. Let's see. I think I'm a little bit too far away to show up on the spectator camera here. Whoops. But if I zoom in, you'll be able to see me. Okay. So we were actually just about to start working down here. Okay. And the area of interest I was just about to work on was this one. So let's switch tools there. Let's zoom in on the camera account a little bit. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at, there is our location on there. We are going to definitely want black terracotta, gray terracotta, brown concrete, brown terracotta. We're going to need some light gray terracotta in our palette here as well. So here we go. Let's start with a black terracotta. Bring that over to there. I'm going to have a gray terracotta here. Another gray terracotta here. Brown terracotta above it. Brown terracotta here as well as there. Bringing it back to the gray. Actually, you know what? Let's swap that for brown concrete here. Welcome, Loki's dog. Glad you could join us. Okay, so I kind of want to use an ochre frog light here. I feel like that's going to be a good fit for that. Now, mushroom block here. And then, do I have a pearlescent frog light? I do. Let's go ahead and toss that there. Oh, Scar's back. Whoops. The return of Scar. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so let's put a light gray terracotta here. Another mushroom block there. Maybe a brown concrete here. Yeah. That feels about right. Looking at it, a black terracotta on top of this one. And then, we're going to have black concrete powder over this way. Okay, so directly above here, we're going to have another point of interest. So let's go ahead and get that sorted. This is another one that we are going to want to use the same kind of basic palette on. Gray, gray. Let's put in a mushroom block there. Gray. Brown concrete. No, brown terracotta here. Cool. And then it looks like 2 black terracotta there. Cool, cool, cool. And then we got this one here. Okay, so that is going to be... So from there, we're going to go back to... It looks like, and then we're going to run into... Let's... Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to have one of these. Okay. Okay, well, that's an interesting kind of setup on that. Okay, brown terracotta, brown terracotta. This one's not... We might have overextended where we built that without realizing it. Am I lost? No, it looks like I just started building over too far. Or I just put the concrete too far over. That's fine, so we can go back in and strip out some of that. Or lay our heads down and dream. I'm gonna pour water on it, Care Bear. It's kind of inconvenient right now when I mess this up if I have to pull stuff out. But we're about to see that. Okay. Do I have a bucket to actually pour water on this so I don't have to drain it? No, of course not. That would be more close to preparedness. Okay. This is the first thing I've screwed up where I've had to go back and remove like a ton of blocks. Yeah, it's probably not a whole ton. Let's go see what it looks like, actually. Hey, we got some tips via PayPal, or at least one rolling in. Thank you very much to Ellis, who writes, Grow Hills. And tips 40. 11 will get you the first expansion. 31 will get you the second. And then 9 past there puts us 11 away from a third. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do. And then, why is the camera already so big? If that's where we are on the board. Okay, I don't even know. Who cares? Grow Hills. Do. But, like, we should be... Oh, wait. No. Okay, actually, that was right. So we should have lowered the opacity to 80 with the first expansion, because we were at 90, and then 70 for the second. Never mind. This is exactly where it's supposed to be. I was like, how come the opacity hasn't dropped? It's fine. I'll figure it out as I go. Everything's fine. We're doing great. Okay. Okay, so looking at this, the way this cuts over in Photoshop here. Okay, I've got as far as the fourth one. And then there's 5 and 6. And so we need... Okay, so I overcounted when I did these. Got it. Wait, that's where I actually need to stop. Okay, cool. Okay, so... Black terracotta. Gray terracotta. Brown concrete. Brown concrete, brown concrete. Brown terracotta. Gray terracotta. Gray, brown. Okay, so we're gonna throw in here. Actually, let's maybe mix this up a little bit. Mix in an orange terracotta here, maybe? Brown. Yeah, that looks roughly good enough. Sammy Higgins writes, how come the geopacity hasn't dropped? Ask the person responsible for lowering the geopacity. Sammy, I've had a lot of technical issues so far today. I'm here. I showed up. It's moving on. Every part of the stream beyond this is going to go perfectly, because otherwise I'll just start screaming uncontrollably. No, I'm kidding. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Sammy says, I'm proud of you. Thanks, Sammy. I am doing it. Yeah, at least y'all can hear me asking why this is... But we spent 8 minutes with no audio at the beginning of the stream. As far as I can tell, for no reason. Loopy Dragon says, if you built this cabinet for real, would you put LEDs behind the galaxies and stars for lighting effects on the sides? No, I wouldn't, Loopy. The reason is that the sides of pinball machines are, like, put in rows, and you don't ever get to see them. The translight in the back box here, this giant rectangle, that's where you do interesting stuff with lighting and images. You do metallic ink, you do partially translucent stuff, you do all sorts of crazy things. This right here, this frame is the frame for that kind of artwork. Because it's up there. It's in front of everybody. Yep. I said translight. It's, I think it's translucent light. Technically, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so when we design that, we're going to have stuff like that in play. But for the sides of the machine, it's going to be more subdued. Yeah. So we actually had a HermitCraft creative meeting today. And everybody kind of talked a little bit about like what they were working on. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, nobody's going to know what I'm talking about if I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing this deep field thing. So I posted a screenshot, and people were actually like, "Wow, that's actually really impressive." And I'm like, "Is it?" Because I could never tell. Like, I think it's cool, but I didn't know it would be impressive to other hermits. That's kind of nice. Um, I don't know. I guess I don't think of what I do in that way usually. I'm proud of what I accomplish, but I don't expect uh I don't expect other people to pay attention. um okay, so in terms of this is that. And it looks like we could definitely add a little bit more to it. Okay. So that's so okay, I ran out of blocks in the middle of working on this part. I was like, why is this not done? No, this was an oversight. Okay. Okay. So this feels like it's. Is this the right? Am I looking at the right thing here? Or am I looking at? I'm looking at this one down here. Nope, this one is done. It connects to that. Oh, jeez. I almost busted out half of this. I'm like, this isn't bright enough. Nope, I was looking at the wrong one. Okay, I thought that was that, but that's actually this other thing down. Yep. Okay, I get it now. Moving on. Okay. Because, like, I'm always so impressed by what the other hermits do. Like, and a lot of what they do is more out of their own heads, too. So even though, like, I'm putting my artistic spin on this, like, I didn't come up with the dimensions for a pinball machine. I measured a pinball machine. This is a model. You know, I didn't come up with the idea of taking a deep field photograph. This is a photograph from a space telescope. You know? So, I don't know. Let's zoom in on the part that we're actually working on. Okay, so we are down here looking at that. Okay. Yep. Okay, this is all coming together now. Okay. Actually, I might have moved that one over a little far. That's part of why I had to dig that out. Okay. Lots of lessons learned across the board. Oh, I'm not undercutting myself. I just, because I'm doing something so different, I don't expect it to necessarily resonate with people who are doing their own thing, if that makes any sense. It's actually... Okay. I want brown terracotta here. And then I want the gray terracotta here. Gray terracotta here. Black terracotta here. And then we got up here, and we've got this dark red terracotta, which we don't really see. Introverted Kid says, I just spent 5 hours on a 7-second animation for school, so I'm a little late to the stream. Don't worry. The first 8 minutes were in pantomime because everything was broken. You missed nothing. You're here on time. But anyway, I'm not trying to make this about me having poor self-esteem. I have excellent self-esteem. I was just saying it was a pleasant surprise that the other hermits were legitimately impressed by this. Because what they do is so legitimately impressive to me. Like, I don't think of myself as necessarily an inspiring builder. right? Like I think I'm good. I'm good at a lot of things, but you know, compared to, you know, I'm no pearlescent moon or Gemini Tay when it comes to this stuff. Okay. But I don't have to be, and that's fine, you know? I just come in here and I do my thing. Okay. Looks like there should maybe be another block coming out there. Just that kind of stretches a little. Actually, wait. Oh, there's a bunch of blocks missing. Dang it! How did I screw that up? We'll come back to that. That is such an easy fix after we get the buckets of water, and such a hard fix now that I am not going to stress about it today. Okay. So, also, as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing we're going to be above something else, presumably, because otherwise there would be blocks here. So what's going on with this? What's going on with all of this down here? Okay, so we're next to this guy. We're standing at this level. Okay. Now then that brings us over to there. Good. So our distances, everything is lining up. Is there anything between us and that thing? No. Okay, we just need to put in some powder and we're good. So go in 3 ride with the powder and filling that in will get us where we need to go. Welcome, Aldini. Thank you for the best wishes. I am very excited about being engaged, and I am looking forward to visiting my betrothed's family in London for the first time. She has, sorry. So this is one of those things I'm going to trip up on, because for a while, Badger had asked that folks use she, they for her, and then was only using they online, but that was creating some conflicts because people were like, hey, it's weird that people who talk about you, who know you, are using different stuff than what you've asked publicly. So I'm trying to switch over to just using they so that Badger doesn't get concerned emails from people. But okay. So anyway, Badger came over several times, probably spent about 5 months here in the United States, various trips. So we've gotten to spend a lot of time together. Badger's gotten to meet my family and the like. But I haven't gotten to go over to London and meet Badger's family. So I'm very excited about that. And we're doing as much wedding planning as we can while dealing with all the customs, not custom. Is it? I guess it's customs and immigration. Yeah, dealing with immigration paperwork and stuff. We've got a lot of paperwork that we are drawing to a close on. We're almost ready to file. So I'm very excited about moving forward with that. My husband is from the UK and had to deal with the green card process, so I sympathize. Yeah, it's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole thing. Dino, I'm missing a black concrete powder on the left front of the pinball machine. It's fine. We'll fix it later, Hannah. We're trying to work on one thing at a time. Howdy, hard luck. Trying to work on this. Getting this going. Okay, so let me zoom in a little, making sure that I'm lined up with where I think I should be. Okay, I'm 1 too high, it looks like. Or, yeah, I brought the concrete powder 1 too high here. So that is then actually going to be kind of more like that. Then there's going to be like a dark gray in here. Okay. So then light gray terracotta. Then mushroom. Block. Whoops, that's not a mushroom block at all. Brown. Get a little orange in here, just for kicks. A little orange there. Get a brown in here. Feeling good about that. Okay. Bang it. Okay. And then that's gonna bring us over to there. Okay. Dave USPS says, I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly. Yeah, we've got a lot of things working in our favor in terms of it being an allied country and everything. The fact that we've spent several months together in person. We've been dating for 3 years. Like, yeah, I'm hoping the system doesn't fail us. But the thing with bureaucracies is, you know, you can't count on being one of the lucky ones. So we're gonna hope for the best, but we're gonna be prepared for this to be a whole thing. So, but what can you do, you know? Whoops, don't want to do that. Okay. So we're gonna bring out the gray terracotta here. Gray terracotta there. So gray concrete. Cyan terracotta. Oops, wrong block. We need to get some olives and some blues here as well, it looks like. Yeah, this is some greenish, bluish stuff here. Okay. Oops, actually, no, that's not what we want at all. In terms of stuff on that side, we can't go too high, but we can do this. And I'm realizing we are out of sync over here. That. Okay. Lakshmi 13 apparently didn't have a real birth certificate while attempting to immigrate. I could see if there was like problems with your paperwork, that would be a big problem. Dave USPS says the only way to have to guarantee a smooth immigration process is to be very wealthy. Well, that's not the case here, but we're hoping for the best anyway. Okay, so I think I should probably maybe some prismarine. So like, okay, let's try the lime terracotta, blue ice, green concrete. We already maybe some. Okay, so that's kind of like a tealish, like the light blue terracotta here might be worth including. I'm not sure. Let's see. So it feels like the prismarine blocks are going to be too textured almost. The blue ice feels good, though. Corley Jane says, first time catching a stream. What's going on today? We are working on my galaxies for the side of my pinball. Excuse me. And it's time to go back to bed, apparently. So let's lay our heads down and dream here. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, we got a tip rolling in via PayPal. Let's see who that's from. Magenta! Magenta writes, I had the good fortune of being approved for a mortgage today, and I want to spread some of that good fortune around. Best of luck with the immigration stuff. Well, thank you so much, Magenta. That is going to get us one away from our next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Congratulations on your mortgage, and good luck with your new home. Hope that all goes well for you. That's a big deal. I haven't gotten a mortgage yet, but I dare to dream. I dare to dream one day. Might be a possibility. Okay, so we actually need to be up there. People in the Discord chat saying congrats to Magenta. Meanwhile, people in the YouTube chat are coming up with sauce ideas. Mayo, sriracha, lime juice, pickles. Interesting. Didn't mean to fall quite that far. Okay, now we are out of we're out of totems. So that means we need to go buy totems. That was our absolute last totem. So we're gonna put all the blocks we had in our inventory here up so we can go buy totems. We're gonna bring our chops and tots blocks. How much room do we have for totems in there? We have some. We're gonna go get some money. Because with the server lag we've been having, it's really not safe for me to fly around without totems. These are like a must-have. Yeah, Impulse just stocked his shop, so... Well, or people are saying he was going to stock his shop. Well, hopefully he stocked it, because we are out. We are dead out of totems. Last totem just popped. That was the display unit I bought straight off the shelf. So... Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun. Do, do, do. Whoops, that almost went poorly. Well, he came and he got the diamonds! But he didn't actually restock. Does he have any totems hiding? You didn't have to AFK at the raid farm, so it should be stocked. Well, should be and are. One time I found stuff back here. Dang it. No, I bought all the totems that were back there. Dang it. He's gonna AFK overnight, but he might not until tonight. Oh boy. Did he move them to iBuy? I don't think so. I don't know where the raid farm is. Look, if y'all didn't see him put them in iBuy, I really doubt that he put them in iBuy. He would have done that on stream. If he was gonna... He came in and he collected the diamonds out of there. You can see the raid farm from Gem's base. Do I really want to try going through the nether with no totems when every time I change dimensions, there's a 50-50 chance it kicks me? Like, it really seems like the fact that the reason I need the totems is because my internet is unreliable. And going to the raid farm will almost certainly result in like 4 or 5 disconnects between here and there. I really don't think that that's a winning strategy is the problem. People are saying maybe Pearl's... Yeah, maybe walk there. See, the thing is, at that point, like, I might as well just not do... What's Sanctuary? Is that Isuma's thing? How much are the... where is that? Is that in the shopping district? Blue totems at Isuma's shop. That's like over here, right? That thing? Hey, wait, what's this? I've never seen this before. It's not a totem shop. Also not a totem shop. The big blue ice patch. The big blue ice patch. Do 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 do. How do you go in here? Where do you buy things? Duplicating charge, special LA totems. 1 diamond. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So. Now, we're gonna go to gems. Gonna put that in our offhand. And there's the portal. Okay. Does anybody know what tunnel Gem is down? Is she down the opposite tunnel from me? Okay. As you can see, I should have brought slow falling potions. What I had been doing is when I fly through the nether, I've been bringing slow falling potions. So that way I don't, if I have like a log out problem, I can be okay. Okay. Does anybody know what number gem is? Is this gems? Soup group. That seems promising. Unless one of these next to it is like raid farm. Corellis, please improve this portal area. Okay. So the images in the upper left were what we were working on, but we'll go ahead and turn that off for right now since we're not working on it at the moment. That was the pixel art for the pinball machine. Okay. So where is the exit of this portal? How do you get out of it? Okay. Yeah, see, when I change dimensions, it causes, like, weird network glitches. So gems is generally this way, right? So I should see... Is this it? Okay. Where's the storage level? Okay. Thanks, Impulse. Last 2 chest stacks on the end. Oh, so is it just out? Does he have an anvil? Wait. There's another chest down there. Dang it. Oh, wait. No, that one's special, so that one's going back in. Impulse. Where are all the totems? Joe. Okay, so is this the one that the totems end up in? Which one do the totems end up in? Because I need to put all of these in there. Are the overflow chests at the very back here? So, like, the furthest from the portal with this end. No, and Owen says yes. One without a filter, says Aussie Bill. Wait. How do I check if it has a filter? Is that a filter? We can check the hoppers to determine if there's a filter. Ah, okay. So that one's a bottle filter. That one's a bottle filter. That one's a gunpowder filter. That one's a gunpowder filter. That one's a redstone filter. That one's a redstone filter. That one's an emerald 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 filter. They are literally all filters. But maybe the middle is unfiltered. Does the ice? Is it possible that he pulls them? GT Buckets tips 2. That puts us one past our next face camera expansion milestone. Thank you, GT Buckets. So here we go. It's time to expand Jost. That brings us down to 60%. The most obnoxious face camera expansion milestone, the Tony Stark helmet cam. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. The bottom closest to the water is the excess chest on the right side, but how would it be if it's got a filter with glass bottles in it? That's what I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out the, Lev B says it looks like this farm just burns the totems. Does it? That seems unhelpful. Should I just burn these 45 diamonds for him? Okay, it's time to start recording. HermitCraft, Season 9, Episode 53, Segment whatever, Take 1, and action. I'm at my friend Impulse's raid farm, and I wanted to get some totems. Wait, let's get these ones out of our inventory. I brought my diamonds. I brought 45 diamonds all the way to Impulse's raid farm. No, take 3. Take 4. I brought 45 diamonds all the way to my friend Impulse's shop. It was out of totems, so I came all the way to his raid farm. It was out of totems, so I was like, well, I'll put these diamonds that say Impulse, where are all the totems, into the chest that the totems should go in. But then I started looking at all the filters with the item hoppers here, like, ooh, wonder which one the totems go into. Oh, it's not those ones. Those were redstone, and before that, we had gunpowder and bottles, and now we're into emeralds. Okay, clearly the one on the very end here, that's going to be the one that's not filtered. Nope, they're all filtered. Do you know where all the totems went? I think I'm beginning to suspect that they all went... I don't have my elytra on. That they all went into these flames. Impulse. Where's the totems, buddy? Where's the totems, Impulse? Where's the totems? So we're going to stop that recording. Okay, so we're going to make that a YouTube short because I was told that YouTube shorts are the future, and I have no idea how to make a YouTube short. But I do know how to throw 45 diamonds into the fire. Okay. No, Polaris. No. This is something we talked about at the HermitCraft meeting, where they were like, when we were talking about, like, yeah. So it's like, up until now, YouTube has always, like, used the algorithm to make the most popular things more popular. But now with YouTube Shorts, the introduction of YouTube Shorts is allowing YouTube to just tell you to make something you hate. Enjoy! And, so, basically, the argument was, if you can't think of a way to take what you're already doing and turn it into a YouTube short, take something that you couldn't figure out how to put into an episode and just make a YouTube short of that. And that's what we're gonna do with this. I apparently came out here to buy these totems. I'm losing a lot of time. So you know what? Here we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. JKA says, or sorry, not JKA. JKA says, how many raid farms are on the server at this point? I have no idea. Lakshmi13 says, Califant learned how to make shorts from watching YouTube videos. No, I could, it's not like I don't understand how to, like, encode them. It's like, I make stuff, I do a 3-hour stream, and, like, 25, 30-minute videos. I don't think in terms of, like, what's 60 seconds that'll create a strong emotional response. Redacted says, just convert the swimming pool vids into YouTube shorts. Never mind, we're doing that. The swimming pool videos are my favorite anyway. They're the best things I ever made. Except for my daughter, who can probably still hear me. Best daughter ever. I don't think she can hear me. It's after her bedtime. Sometimes she can hear me through the vents when I'm streaming. And so, like, Sunday morning after Dracula, I come down and I'm like, oh, hey, you want some waffles or something? And she's like, yes. And also, I don't know why people like the Owl House. Dracula's better. And I'm like, thank you, daughter. She's like, you were being very loud about the Owl House. I could hear it through the vents. And I'm like, okay. The swimming pool videos, they're on my YouTube page, aren't they? They're on my YouTube landing page. If you go to my YouTube page. They're like, there's like a whole playlist called Joe Hill's in a swimming pool. Here, look. Here's the swimming pool videos. I don't think she's actually watched The Owl House. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. Okay. Okay. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah, my box with all my blocks in it is all the way back there. Oh, no, it was rockets. I was running out of rockets, and I need a bed. So you know what? Let's go back this way. Alpacatastic says, I don't know why there are at least 4 raid farms, and Impulse is the only one selling any significant amount of totems. Lol. Yeah, I don't know either. It's a mystery to everybody. Fake Zircon says, should I rewatch the swimming pool videos now or wait until they're converted to shorts? I don't know when I'm going to have time to convert them to shorts, so you should probably just enjoy them now. Watch them in 16:9 as the director intended. Yeah, Redacted Hills was my director of photography, cameraman, like all audio, everything. Every job that was required for making those swimming pool videos, except for swimming, was handled by Redacted Hills. Most people built raid farms to power a villager hall setup. Yeah. Jevin keeps all his totems so he can switch through every one of them when he fights someone. ZB, I don't know that this is an economy-based server. I think it's Java-based. Like, we're not running the cheap Minecraft. Okay. So actually, let's put the extras in the Chops and Tots box. And I forgot to put my iron away. So we're going to do that. How are we on white dye? Let's go ahead and put that in there. Potion of regeneration, potion of slow falling. Get the surpluses of those put away. HermitCraft, the business class of Minecraft. Oh boy. We are 75 minutes into the stream. We have enough totems to keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, yeah. I'm gonna put this back in here for now. With these other tools. Really, these should be going in one of my fancy toolbox boxes, but I don't know if they have spots. Okay. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sammy suggests hydration break. I think that's probably a good idea, because I have finished my soda. So, let's see who we need to thank. Let's see. See, Red Rags requested My Destinies in Tennessee. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on real quick. That's 5 minutes. Be right back.
The very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at Pretty Good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokedex in hand. You run your laps chasing Lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all stop. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those Squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubbull down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all
And fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Destinies in Tennessee. Oof. We are getting to the end of the month indeed. It is, wow, 26th. Boy, okay. It's like this month has just flown by. Okay. Have a good rest of the stream, Sammy. Enjoy your lurk mode. Let's see. We are back here with our totems. I love the blocks. But not with our blocks! We're gonna go get our blocks. I did link those pool videos. So, yeah, y'all can tell me if you think that's what the kids want on the YouTube shorts. What if I put my poetry prompts up as a short? Most of my poems are actually longer than a minute. The haikus aren't, but they are kind of dependent on the videos for context, I feel. So that's kind of a losing thing to try, I worry. Okay. Where are the blocks I put down? Oh, here they are. Okay. So, if we're going to leave anything behind, we're going to leave the pumpkin. Oh, we don't have to. Perfect. Okay. Perfect storage system. Okay, so we are back here. I hope we get the totem short tomorrow. If you get it out early, it'll be before Impulse's Friday stream and you can react on stream. Yeah, that's a good reason for me. Well, I mean, I need to wrap up the stream anyway because I got to get my kid to school tomorrow. In the morning. But yeah, so we're definitely not running past 10:30 tonight. I need to work on getting that short out. That shouldn't be hard. The big thing I'm worried about is let me pull it up real quick and see how long it is, because if it's much longer than a minute, I'm going to have to cut it down. What? No. You got a joke for me? What do you got? That's when I talk to Jevin. Okay. Let's refresh this folder, which takes way longer than you'd think. Okay, so the file is a minute 43, but when did I start? Okay, I started at the 30-second mark here. I brought my diamonds. No, I brought 45 diamonds all the way to Impulse's raid farm. No, take 3. Take 4. Okay. I brought 45 diamonds all the way to my friend Impulse's shop. It was out of totems, so I came all the way to his raid farm. It was out of totems. So I was like, well, I'll put these diamonds that say Impulse, where are all the totems, into the chest that the totems should go in. But then I started looking at all the filters with the item hop. Okay, yeah, this is going to come in. This is going to be like almost exactly a minute. I might have to shave a second in there. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be easy. I was worried it was like a minute 57 and I was going to really chop it down. Dave USPS says, it seems like nobody likes doing shorts. No, because YouTube has basically said, like, we're going to let your channel die if you don't change. And I'm kind of like, well, I'm already not really dependent on YouTube for ad revenue anyway. But if there's an excuse to be obnoxious... I'm like, what's stuff that's too obnoxious to put in a HermitCraft video? And can I fit it under 60 seconds? And does it work in portrait mode? And if the answer is yes, then that's going to be what YouTube gets. If I could take my swimming pool videos, which I am more proud of than any other collaboration I've ever done, probably. Like, those were so good. Like, Quinn absolutely knocked that out of the park. Then, yeah, we're gonna put those in the YouTube Shorts. It's like YouTube wants me to make stuff. Okay, let's make stuff. I don't like to think of it as malicious compliance. I like to think of it as malicious. Polaris North Star says, I don't know why, but I'm scared. That's the reaction that YouTube Shorts should create. That's what they're going for. They want that emotional response. Okay. So, if we zoom in here, let's go ahead and turn our overlays back on. So we'll turn on Photoshop. There's Photoshop. We'll activate the Elgato. Start capturing that. Okay, so we are right here. There. I'm here. I'm there. I'm every flippin' where. Joe Hales. Joe Hales. Okay, so we had that down there. That's gonna be way more subdued than it turns out. But whatever, it's fine. Black concrete powder going in here. Okay. Then we're gonna have another one of these, black terracotta there. Gamer Girly 420 writes, I hope Joe succeeds at making them regret making YouTube Shorts a thing. Mattia Sale says, what's the name of that song that just played? That's My Destinies in Tennessee from my first album, Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills. Here you go. Here is a link to that album link going out. It's simple. I'm going to kill the bat. I think playing the Joker would be fun, but I don't know. I'm not, like, well connected enough to, like, even get auditions for roles like that. I'm gonna be fighting with, like, hologram of Heath Ledger licensed by his estate for a role like that. I'm never gonna get it. Bucket Rice Joe is scary today. Well, now to do the Danny DeVito penguin. I don't know if I can do a good Danny DeVito. Hey, Charlie, what are you doing? Get out from behind the bar and help. No, that's not even close. Deandra. No, that's too, like, scratchy. I can't do a good. Yeah. YouTube Shorts, where the unhinged, like, I don't like the word content, but, like, you know, now is the era of discontent. YouTube has brought this on themselves. Was that Danny DeVito or Demi Lovato? Gabe writes, Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. I wasted all my self-control on fighting the audio interface earlier. So, like, yeah. It's time for Y'all don't understand how terrible it is working with computers. Like when people are like, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. It's like, no, you don't. YouTubers have to use technology. Find something else. For the love of God, Montresor. Find something else. Okay. 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 So green terracotta's going here. Putting a gray terracotta, maybe a cyan actually, up here, yeah. Oops, that's not right. Just straight up gray concrete here. Is there anything on this side of it? Nope. And then it goes up 4 blocks until we hit the next point of interest. Okay. Cool. So now we'll bust out the black concrete powder again. My Zero Woe says, I'm just going to put all my stuff in the ender chest and go get a few totems. Mood. Okay. Okay. So I need to go 4 higher than those, but I don't have the blocks for it. Well, maybe I do. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. And then it comes back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is, well, let's just lay our heads down and dream. DD Bird says, was your primary mic setup? Well, I've got an XLR mic plugged into an XLR to USB pre-Sonos audio box, USB 96. This was kind of, when I bought this was kind of baby's first XLR setup type of thing. I knew I was going to have to replace this sooner or later, that this was like an entry-level solution and not a pro-level solution. But I was hoping I could get more out of it than I have. But it's proven as a proof of concept, going with the XLR preamp and all that stuff is the right move for some of the sorts of things I want to record, where I've got multiple people and multiple mics, and being able to adjust volume with knobs on the front of the box. That's a win. But this particular box was like the cheapest one I could get, because like sometimes for a proof of concept you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, you know. So I'm not going to replace this with another one at this tier, which is a great reason to remind folks that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. What are my thoughts on free will? I was told not to have those. So, let's count how many blocks back here this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's further back than we need at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that one's kind of like a dark gray anyway. So let's zoom up here. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Stephanie Hall says, spent the last few days at Disney World. Is this the callback to reality? Stephanie, you're still needed. Okay. So then that's going to have one of these directly above it. Black terracotta. And then a gray. Then more greens than I was expecting. So that's cool. Okay. Let's go with the cyan terracotta here. Brown, the gray terracotta go in here. Black terracotta go in there. Another brown terracotta here. Another one of these here. Another one of those there. Another one of these. Okay, this is going. Okay. How do I feel about that? Okay, so this is gonna go 1, 2, 3, like a tetromino. No, it don't. Oh yeah, no, it's not. Okay. But then we're back to black terracotta. 2 black terracotta here. Brown terracotta there. A little bit of gray terracotta in here. A yellow or ochre froglet there. A white terracotta here. Okay. Black terracotta again. Brown terracotta again. Black terracotta again. Gray terracotta in here. Hey, we got another tip rolling in via PayPal from Seth for 5, who says, question, when you first joined HermitCraft, did you think you'd still be on the server in 2023? I remember watching those first few videos. Great question, Seth. That puts us 12 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I honestly was deeply concerned that HermitCraft was some sort of scam. Because in the webcomics world, there had been all sorts of people who were like, oh, I'll host your webcomic. You just need to sign over the rights to it so that I can, host it on my server. And then they would have the rights to your comic and try to sell it to, like, movies and board game places and stuff. And my YouTube channel, like, y'all, are like, Joe, you're such an underrated hermit, blah, blah, blah. I hear that a lot. But, like, when I first joined, mine... I was actually actively focused on growing my YouTube channel. Like, numbers have not been a priority for me basically since my kid was born. and I don't really look at them because it's a waste of my time that will drive me crazy. But like back then, I was actually doing pretty well comparatively on YouTube, and so I was like, I think this is some kind of scam because I don't know any of these people, and I don't know why I'm actually being invited to this, but I'm curious what kind of scam it is. So I'll indulge my curiosity and go find out. But no, so I did not expect to still be here. I figured I'd have figured out what kind of scam it was and left. But it turned out to I met a lot of my best friends. So that was nice. But no, I'm not what the kids call a joiner. I was very dubious. Salem says, still haven't figured it out yet. Chloe the Great and Powerful says it's a really long con. Apparently. Oh boy. So what am I looking at here? Where did I screw this up somewhere? No. Okay, so that is there. Okay, then that's gonna double back on itself. Like so. Gosh, okay. Boy. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Was that the cyan terracotta? No, that's the gray concrete. Cyan terracotta is gonna go above it. Gray concrete, gray concrete, gray concrete. Welcome back, Scar. Okay. Iris Straw Sandwich says, I wonder how much longer this will go. Well, the stream, I'm going to go for another 15 minutes because I got to go edit that, short so that YouTube, so it can be live before Impulse wakes up. Where's Wallace, String? Where's Wallace? I was trying to channel some of that energy with the, where's the totems, Impulse? Dun dun dun, doodle doodle doo 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 doo. Okay, let's zoom out in Photoshop here. And we're gonna look at where we're at here. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, yeah, that cluster directly above that is just, this whole thing is just really busy. But then there is a gap below it here where it calms down a lot. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I need to go down to there and clean that up. It looks like, zooming in on this, we can go straight up the side there. Okay. Wait, we got a bed right here, don't we? Where is it? We gotta go back that one. Rocket engage. I clicked it like a minute ago. Come on. Come on. Bed. To bed. To bed. Cheers. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go right up against here. Then we're going to see how many blocks down do we have to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 up before we hit that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go over 4, it looks like. Although we could go further. We could go over... Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait, do I know if this line is actually where it needs to be? Maybe. Looks like it's right to me. Okay. How far over can I go until I hit that? Is the question. So 19. Okay, so that's 57 over. Okay. Uh-oh. Why am I getting... Okay. Cool, cool, cool. That is fine. Not my circus. Not my clowns. Okay. I'm getting messages from people asking why the state of Alabama is so bad at taking care of the rockets at the Ardmore Rest Center, and it's like, you know what? That's not a, you know what? Go bother the state of Alabama with that. That's not me. That is a message that does not require a timely response. Okay, actually, I'm realizing we are out too far. Dun dun dun. So let's zoom out and move. Let's verify the height here is what we think it should be. 8, 9. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So we can set that floor there. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Let's get out some black terracotta here. Whoops, no, that's not black terracotta. This is. Actually, we probably want gray terracotta here. Yeah, gray terracotta. A little bit of green in here. Then more gray terracotta. And then maybe a brown concrete. Yeah. Zooming out in Photoshop. Then we don't have anything of interest across all 19 of those blocks until basically we hit here, which is well higher up. How much higher up is it? Okay, so that's quite a few passes. Okay. So 14. So that's that's 3. Have a good night, Stephanie Hall. This is going to be 6. Have a good night, Quill. I know people are starting to head out. 9. We're trying to get 14 high. That's a pretty good elevation jump. We're filling it a lot here. This is going pretty well. This is going to get us up to 12. Whew. Okay. Then we got to do 2 more to get to 14. And we're actually too zoomed in now. And we're out of blocks. Okay. So we are going to eat some work chops. Gonna grab some black concrete powder here. And we are going to continue on our way up. This is a good way to wrap up the stream. We're just making a bunch of rapid-fire progress. I'm going to do last call for tips. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are currently 12 away from the next face camera expansion and the entrance of T. Joe Eckhillsburg. I am hoping to do a Friday morning stream, but if the audio interface is still a problem tomorrow, I might end up making a shopping run instead. I'm happy with the mic. The problem is like the XLR to USB converter. So okay. So we need to go fill in. So from here, we're going to be going how far? So 7 back. Well. Okay, so then here we're going to have some very dark, almost imperceptible black terracotta, and then powder, and then black terracotta, powder. Okay, then 2 of that, and then we're straight into here, where we're going to want gray concrete, brown concrete, brown terracotta, and black terracotta. Okay, so let's see. Put that down there. put some gray concrete, black terracotta, ochre frog light. Then back to the powder. No, wait, that's definitely a black terracotta here. Okay. So then, if we come back here, we move that up 3. We're going to see after the first 6, we're going to bump into 1 solitary gray block. Not hard. One solitary gray concrete block. And then heading the rest of the way across here, we got nothing all the way. And Credit Mike says, whoa, major progress. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. In fact, like, okay, so from here then, we come up again. Come over to 20, so that's going to be, yeah, all the way to there. So basically we go until we hit, oh, and that's already done. Okay, so then from there, yeah. Okay, this is fantastic. We are making huge progress, actually, because I've actually got, there's not a lot of points of interest out here. Oh yeah, if I duck out of the way, like, I can also switch over to the Elgato only camera real quick while I continue to work on this. You can see that this is coming together pretty well. Whoops. I'll pick that one up later. It's fine. Okay. So then from that level there, we've got oh yeah, that's fine because that's over further. Cool. So 10 from that corner. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 10. So we toss that black terracotta in there. Boom. I am a teeny Minecraft guy. Thanks for noticing. Okay. I did last call a few minutes ago because we're going to be rating... Oh, it's actually later than I thought. I just hit this huge uninterrupted portion where I'm like, we don't have to. We can just put down black concrete powder for a while. And that requires no brain cells. So part of me is just like, let's just get all the black concrete powder down that we can before we wrap up the stream. I'm not doing any more points of interest, really. Although I did just put one in. It was a teeny tiny block. Okay. So that was there. And then we're going to move up to here. Okay. So from here I can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's going to be 1, 2 because there actually is something in there. But then beyond that, it's just going to go up until we hit here. And then how much higher do we have to go here? Oh, I'm actually out of frame, sorry. Okay. So if we zoom out here with the camera count, this is looking pretty darn good, y'all. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. It looks spacey. It feels like a deep field photo, right? Okay, so let me pull up my twitch.tv/directory/follow-in, and I think we are sending everyone over to my magnificent sibling Redacted Hills' channel. Is Redacted Hills live yet? Yeah, okay. Playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tonight. So we're gonna /raid Redacted Hills. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you for putting up with my audio problems. Like I said, if I have to cancel tomorrow morning's stream because I can't get the audio working, it's because I'm driving to the store to buy a new audio interface. I'd rather try and shop around online, but I can't not have the stream running. And this was... When I elevated this from backup audio interface to primary audio interface, I should have put it in the immediate to-do list to buy a new backup. So that's on me. Thank you all so much for your support tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm reinvesting that money right back into the stream faster than I would like. So until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do.